Hey guys, it's Noah. Welcome to our special Valentine's Day show right here on iHollywood TV. Today we are celebrating Love Day with award-winning actress and producer and singer. That's right, the list can continue. Charlene Tilton, you know her. She's widely known for playing Lucy on the TV series Dallas. Please welcome Charlene to our show this morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome, Charlene.
Happy Valentine's, Noah. Thank you. Will you please be my Valentine?
Of course, Charlene. I'll be your Valentine any day with the TV legend. Come on now.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you on the show. So, Charlene, as we celebrate Valentine's Day, you know, many singles like to have Galentine's Day with their girlfriends because it makes for a fun and nice holiday. But how will you be spending the holiday this year?
Well, I have two little grandsons. They're 2 and 6 years old, and Wyatt and Jackson. And I hate to break it to you, Noah, but they've already told me that they are my Valentines. And so I get Glammytimes Day. Glamma, honey. Did I look like a Meemaw to you? I don't think so.
Well, you're looking fabulous in your love shirt. I love your little love shirt. Charlene saw what I was wearing. She's like, hold on, wait a minute. I got to go do a little outfit change. And I love it. It's so cute. You know?
You didn't tell me it was a pajama party. I love a pajama party.
I know. Yes, thanks to Tipsy Elves for bringing me this lovely Valentine onesie, even though I'm burning up in the onesie, if you can only imagine with all the lights that we have around in the studio. I'll do a little unzip. No, I'm kidding. Oh, God. Oh! No, Charlene, tell us about your role as Pam in this new rom-com Heaven Sent. Is streaming on PureFlix and is such a beautiful film, but so many will really enjoy this if they have not already seen it so far.
You are so sweet. Thank you. Because honestly, I think it's like the best project I've ever done. It is such a good movie. I'm so happy with it. It is, it's Heaven Sent is streaming on PureFlix, and I like to call PureFlix the inspirational Netflix, if you will. And Heaven Sent is about 2 women. We've been best friends forever. We had a hit song in the 80s. We were one hit wonder. We called ourselves Sugar and Spice. And well, so now we're older, and I convinced her to get out in the dating world, and she meets a pastor of a church who is widowed, and I meet somebody on speed dating, and her grandson meets a beautiful young lady on the internet. So there's 3 love stories woven in, but and we all get to find love at the end of the movie, but there's a lot of really, really funny twists and turns to get there. And I love it because it's a strong female relationship, and I love that. So
that's awesome. Well, this is such a great family movie. You and the entire cast did a phenomenal job. But Charlene, what attracted you to the role, and did you base the comedic elements of your character, Pam, on anyone that you personally knew?
No, I just found it to be really natural to be this character, especially working with the actress Karen Abercrombie, who's so good. We just hit it off immediately, clicked immediately. And when I got this, when they sent me the script, I loved it. And what I loved about it is, like, the pastor is a real person. He's not just some pie in the sky, you know, I like to say too heavenly minded to be any earthly good, you know. He's real. And there's a couple on the praise and worship team that are having marital problems. And so they're real people. They weren't, you know, caricatures. They're real people. And I loved that. They weren't written cheesy, you know.
Charlene, you grew up in Hollywood and started out with guest spots on family shows like Happy Days, which we all know that show, and 8 is Enough, another great one right there. But when did you know that you wanted to be an actress? Like, what was it like being in Hollywood at that time?
I knew from a very, very early age. When I was 8 years old, I started taking myself on the bus to different acting schools and the Parks and Recreation, and I got put on scholarship because my mom really couldn't afford it. So the acting class kind of took pity on me and gave me free, you know, drama lessons and little dancing lessons. And then I got to do plays. And I went to Hollywood High School, and we had a great theater arts department there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in my graduating class, we're still great friends to this day. And
Mhm.
they've all gone on to be really successful, Oscar winning, Emmy winning. They're all really successful. So
Mhm.
in their chosen fields, writers, directors, art directors, costumers, and everybody. So it was, everybody in that group was so talented. So
Mhm. And also, too, your breakout role came as Lucy on Dallas, as mentioned at the beginning of the interview. What was it like for you to take on that role at a young age? Like, were you excited or nervous in any sort of way?
I was so scared. I was so nervous. I was nervous like the first 2 years. I was, I had some experience, but it was, it clipped along. That thing was going, 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 and we became so huge. And um, I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, but I was really blessed
Mhm.
because all of the cast, we were so close. We were a family on screen, but we were genuinely a family off screen. We
Oh, I
spent a
love
lot of
that.
time off screen, and Barbara Bel Geddes, who played my grandmother, Miss Ellie, she was Oscar nominated, Tony Award winning, and all these people had such stellar work ethics that,
Mm.
and were so talented, that I learned a lot. I learned how to behave on a set. You show up early, you're prepared.
Yeah.
You treat everybody, the crew, we were a family with the crew. And Larry Hagman, as JR, started it at the top. There was no prima donnas, there was no fighting, no,
Yeah.
everybody got along, and no star treatment. We were all for one and one for all. And so
Mhm.
it served me well, because everybody I've worked for, every director and producer I've ever worked for, I've worked for them again,
Mm-mm.
because I learned from the best people.
And from doing such popular shows like Dallas, along with taking on many other projects in your career, you were on the cover of, many magazines and the target of the paparazzi and tabloids at all times. They always wanted to catch what you were doing in your own personal life. But did that affect you in any way, or actually how you perceived yourself?
You know, I don't know how people do it today with social media. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
I was chased by cars and paparazzi all the time. And if I was in the supermarket or going to church or just anywhere, it
Mm.
was, always the paparazzi. They would climb over the walls of my house and try to do things, and with their big old long
What?
lenses. It was crazy. And then they'd go through your trash. And the thing is, I lived a really boring life. There was nothing
Mm.
really salacious to get on me. I was
That can
boring.
really
But
make somebody go crazy, I mean, because they just want privacy?
it was unnerving. But you know what I love today? These young these young people, they're really smart, because they embrace it. They put it out there, so it's almost like they're in control of the image that they want to project. Yes,
Hmm.
the odd thing happens where somebody will catch you out doing something you shouldn't be doing, or using expletives and words you should not be using, and that can destroy a career. But for the most part, you know, you're young, these people, they can control it themselves and put out the image they want and their
Hmm.
followers. And I'm a technological dingling, so I don't like really understand all that. I have
Yeah.
Instagram, but my daughter's given up trying to show me how to do it. And I'm like, and I go, well, people always want to find me on Instagram. I go, what is
Uh,
it? She goes, at Tilton Way or something like that. I don't know. She,
you know,
she
you know what, Charlene? If it makes you feel any better, I don't even know how to use TikTok, and I'm a little young, and I'm like, I don't even know how to use TikTok. I'm like, all I know how to use is Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and I'm like, those are more than enough for me. And now
yeah.
all these little young kids are on TikTok. I'm like, TikTok. I'm like, it takes me too long to do a TikTok, Charlene. Too long, even though all these young kids know how to do it. I'm like, but I can't do it. But
I wouldn't even know how to begin.
yeah. Now, through that time and where you're at currently right now in your life, how has your faith helped you through your, life?
Um, my faith has been, a very big part of my life.
Mhm.
It has, I've always known that God's hand has been on me, on my life. I think God's hand is on everybody's life, that whether they choose to
Absolutely.
acknowledge it or give credence to it. That's up to them. But and I'm not telling anybody how to believe. You can believe in, I don't care what religion you are. That's great, but you got to have faith in something. And so my faith has been really good. It keeps me grounded, and I tend to be a little anxious and worry. So I start every day by praying and reading some scripture, and
I love
just
that.
try to, yeah.
That's amazing. Now, Charlene, before we get to our cool Valentine's Day Q&A and the little Valentine box, we have a clip of Charlene in Heaven Sent. Take a look, everyone.
Elise! Oh, you made it. Oh, you look beautiful.
You do too. You look beautiful.
Welcome, ladies. Oh, you're in for a treat tonight. I need you to fill this out and then take a number, and then you can join the other daters. Oh, and don't forget this. You can keep score.
Ice cream social.
It'll be fun. And you can go ahead and get your ice cream on the way home. Look, it's just like the old days. All these people just waiting to meet us. That's your seat right there.
I told you that I wanted to take it easy my first time out.
Well, speed dating is the best way to break you back in. Just pretend this is a job interview, and if you don't like them, you don't gotta hire them. It'll be fun.
Well, you guys, that was a clip of Charlene in Heaven Sent. Be sure to catch the movie now streaming on PureFlix today. Well, now as we are celebrating Valentine's Day, I thought we would have a little fun with a little game called What's in My Valentine Box? That's right. I'll pull out a note from the box, and then Charlene can answer the question to the best of her ability. Here we go, Charlene. This shall be fun in a little Valentine box. So
I love it.
Okay, Charlene, what is the most spontaneous thing that you've ever done?
I'm not as spontaneous as I used to be. When I first met my ex-husband, we met at an event. He was headlining a show in Vegas, and I just went to the airport and got on a plane and went with him. Just like that. And I don't even know if you could do that now, but you just went to the airport, bought a ticket, and got on the plane.
What is the most beautiful place you've ever seen in person?
Oh, I've been really fortunate because Dallas was such a phenomenon worldwide. I have been really blessed to travel, and I love to travel. I love to travel and see different places. I really want to go to Italy so bad.
Yes, I've never been. I want to go. We should make a trip out of it.
Where they did the White Lotus, let's go there.
Yes, let's do that. That'll be interesting. And we'll bring a little camera with us, and I'm sure many people will be wanting to watch that,
But I've seen Scotland, England. I lived in London for a while. Scotland, the Highlands of Scotland were beautiful. I think every place has its beauty, I just love different cultures and getting to. I was in Istanbul. God bless the people in Turkey right now, but I was in Istanbul a couple of years ago, and I have to tell you, the best food I've ever had anywhere was in Istanbul.
Yeah. Isn't it nice to just go all over the place and go to all these different unique countries versus being here in North America and the U.S.? Yeah, it's always so nice to get to see how other people live in their daily lives, Yeah. All righty, here's another one out of the little box. Charlene, who was your celeb crush when you were a teen?
I had a lot. Michael Jackson, of course, Donny Osmond,
Heartthrob.
Henry Winkler. And now, I mean, people that like Bill Hader, he's so funny. With Bill Hader on Saturday Night Live, and of course the show Barry. But when he was doing stuff on Saturday Night Live, I just thought that was so sexy. Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh yeah,
with that pompadour, he's walking around with that pink tutu with this thing, and I'm like, oh, he's so hot. Because he makes me laugh. Like, you can take Brad Pitt and those guys. I want Jim Carrey running around with a pink tutu.
That's hilarious. Now, Charlene, we have probably one more after this one. What does the word love mean to you? Oh, that's a good question.
Getting your eyes off of yourself and focusing on somebody else, whether it's for me, it's my daughter and my grandkids, and it could be your pets, a charitable cause that you have. But to me, that's what love is. It's just really, really stings, trying to really see somebody.
All right, last one. Let's see what we got in the box, Charlene.
Okay.
All right, now.
And this on a high note, maybe a fun note.
I know. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, what? Oh, well, this is a really nice question. What is something you've always wanted to learn?
Languages, to play the harmonica. I'm desperate to play the harmonica, and guess what? My 2-year-old grandson picked up the harmonica and he's playing the harmonica. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, these kids could do anything. I would love to learn a language. I play languages for them all the time. They listen to French music, Charles Aznavour. I just want to, to speak a language,
Yeah.
to play a musical
me too.
instrument.
I would love to speak Spanish. I took like Spanish class in school, but I only know like uno, dos, tres. That's all I know really. I'm like, okay, now tell me something else in Spanish, So. Well, Charlene Tilton, this has been such a great conversation. Happy Valentine's Day to you. You have to go see her movie, you guys. Heaven Sent. You can watch it from the comfort of your own home on V-Day or any day on PureFlix, streaming right now, you guys. Charlene, you take care. You have a great and happy Valentine's Day, and thank you for the lovely, delightful conversation, my friend.
Thank you, my sweetheart. You be well. God bless you, darling. Mwah.
Thank you. Mwah. I love you.
Love you back. Love you more.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Call the tax man. Ooh, call the tax man. Call the tax man.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, call me right now. The IRS is the most relentless collection agency in America. They have the power to legally take everything you own: home, paycheck, autos, any asset you have. So what do? Call me now. My team of experts can help you keep your money. We have programs that can significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe, even payment plans that now stretch out for months. We can also stop collection calls, wage garnishments, and remove tax liens. So if you owe the IRS a lot of money and you want to keep it, don't wait. Call the tax man right now.
Call the tax man. Ooh, call the tax